Mic check. Mic check. Everything checking on everything real quick. Everything rocking. Okay, I think we're live. I think we straight. How's it going, everybody? What is really good, ladies and gentlemen of the jury? I know I haven't streamed for about at least almost 2 weeks now. And obviously you already know why. It's all been because of Legend ZA, of course. We're going to be basically going over overall my straight up full on thoughts of the game in particular. And just to let you guys know, I already mentioned this already in the title of the stream, but there will be spoilers mentioned in the stream. I have played throughout the whole game. I've already taken care of the main story, post story, you know, etc., etc. So just a fair warning for anybody who has not yet completed the game. I would urge you guys to don't watch the stream because I don't want you guys to be spoiled of anything in particular, because there's definitely going to be quite a bit of stuff about the game I'm going to be going over. So I just want to let you guys know ahead of time. So yeah, but yeah, I have been gone about 2 weeks actually. Oh, well, just about 2 weeks actually. But yeah, we got Daniel in the chat. We got Misty. We got Chris. It just popped up. What's up, guys? Let's get some music actually. I actually have not fixed my music actually at all. So we're just gonna go with some good music that I've just grown to just be chilling with. So let me see, because I didn't prep some music. You know what? We'll go with this for now. Let's go with that for now, for the time being. So, because there's some new music, of course. I've also grown to like as well. But yeah, guys. Obviously, for those of you who don't know, obviously I was gone for about almost 2 weeks now. Ever since Legend ZA came out last Thursday, obviously not yesterday, but the other Thursday, of course. So yeah, I thought it was actually pretty cool. Oh wait, let me read on chat. I'm sorry, guys. I'll try to stay until I see the spoilers in the end of the game. I'm about to get to. Okay, yeah, no worries. Once I get to the point when I talk about anything past rank B, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. So just be aware of anything about what to talk about. So just want to let you guys know. And walking to spoilers. Yeah, I already saw that, Chris. Dang it! You went into the duty. I was ready. Didn't get me added to the party, bro. You just queued in. I'm just kidding. But anyways, also, in addition to talking about Legend ZA, I'm gonna be also talking about a few updates as well in regards to one particular thing that I was going to do, but then after all the stuff that happened at Twitch when it comes to Twitch, just a little quick heads up on that. I will actually not be streaming on Twitch at all. And I'm gonna go over why a little bit later. I was going to stream on Twitch, but now I'm not going to. I'm not going to. So, but I'm gonna talk about that later. So, like I said, it's gonna be a lot to talk about in this stream. So yeah. So I just want to let you guys know it's gonna be a long. I'm not sure how long the stream is actually gonna be, but I'm gonna try to talk about all the points I kind of wanted to go over when it comes to, obviously, you know, Pokemon Legends ZA, going over all the positive things about the game, all the negative aspects about the game. And yes, there are some negative things about this game that I'm definitely going to talk about in this stream. So definitely be wary of, of course, let y'all know ahead of time about all that. So anyways, without any further ado, you will have been warned. If any spoilers come in that I talk about, if you guys haven't gotten to that part, you've been warned. So yeah, I apologize if you do get spoiled, but you know, like I said, I gave it as long as I could. I gave it as long as possible for people to play. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into this thing. So, Pokemon Legends ZA came out on the Switch 1 and Switch 2. I know I've heard actually that the Switch 2 version costed more, which is very interesting. I mean, I think it is because of the quality of light updates, honestly, but I played Legend ZA on the Switch 1. I still don't have a Switch 2 to this day. And I probably won't get a Switch 2 for a while, because like Nintendo literally thinks that we're made of money, that we're literally a cash machine that just prints out, be like money, 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 money. No, that's not how it works. No, sir. Yeah, so I played Legends ZA on the Switch 1. People will probably think, Ladios, you should have played it on Switch 2. Why would you play on Switch 1? Number one, I don't need the Switch 2 right away. I have no interest in getting the Switch 2 for a while. I will get a Switch 2, just I'm not really in a rush to get it. Honestly, my Switch OLED works good enough, honestly. I've been using my Switch OLED for years. It still works. Probably might have to get the Joy-Cons replaced, which is going to cost me a bit, but I still have my Switch 2, my Switch OLED, and it's been working. So you know what? I'm good. And I actually just got the digital of the game, honestly, because I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get it digitally and just play it. Now, I was actually going to stream the game, but I actually opted not to last minute because I was worried that the audio wasn't going to, play properly with a game with that much power, graphics and stuff like that. Considering that it is going to be on the Switch 1, obviously, it's not going to look as good as it would look on the Switch 2, obviously. But for the most part, the game still played just fine. The game, in my opinion, still played fine. I had a bit no issues with the game, so it's fine. And I only paid the normal price since I had gotten on the Switch OLED, where if you were to get it on the Nintendo Switch 2, you would have to pay more, I believe. In fact, let me look up precisely how much that was, actually, because I don't even remember. But I do remember that that on the Switch 2 it costs more, which, man, Nintendo really been going Nintendo really has been going crazy when it comes to these prices as of late, honestly. Joy-Con normal problem? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know that for sure. Yeah, okay, so it's actually $10 extra for whatever reason. Okay, so if I wanted to upgrade it to the Switch 2 version of the game, I'll have to pay $10 more. Yeah, pretty much. So it was $60 for me since I had gotten it on the Switch 1, the OG, the Switch, the Switch OLEDs, and then the Nintendo Switch 2 version costs $70. So basically, that's how it works, basically, for the most part. It was good, Matek. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? And it has been a while. I know. I haven't been streaming. I know. I know. It's been a minute, honestly. But the reason is because of Legends ZA. So which I'm actually going to be going into that right now, actually. So, but just a disclaimer: if anybody has not played as far, throughout this main story, just be warned. I will be going over some spoilers because I have finished the game, and I wanted to give you guys my full-on, straight-out thoughts about the game. So I just wanted to be sure, and all that good stuff. So just wanted to let y'all know ahead of time. Chris said you don't have to upgrade graphics, or it ain't that much different. I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, you know what? Fair. I've been, like I said, I've been using my Switch OLED for the longest time, and it's been working wonders for me. So you know what? I'm chilling. I'm straight up chilling when it comes down to it. When it comes to the Switch 1 version of the game. Hey, listen, the gameplay is good enough. That's all I need. I'm straight. But yes, the DLC is $30, which I'm not a fan of that, but I probably will get that in the future. But at least the content doesn't release until 2026, so at least I don't have to worry too much about that right now. But still, they taking too much money from us. They need to stop, Nintendo. Let's catch shiny. Not tonight, but I will be. But speaking of that, the shiny. One of the things I kind of liked about the game is the fact that they brought back the shiny sparkle sound from Legends Arceus. I love that. I love that they brought back the shiny sparkling sound from Legends Arceus into Legends ZA. That is definitely a W in my opinion, because now we don't have to worry about missing any shinies, which I love that, honestly. I love the fact that they brought back the shiny sparkle from the game, from Legends Arceus into Legends ZA. Huge W there on that part. So that means it makes it much more easier to find shinies, and I am a huge fan of that. And I think I think that's a great thing that they did, of course. Zidane Danny, what's up, brother? I knew you was on your way here. Here you go. But yeah, I'm very happy that they actually brought back the Legends the shiny sparkle sound from Legends Arceus into this. That's a plus right there for sure, honestly. So yeah, but yeah, interesting. So yeah, let's talk about the game a little bit. A little intro about the game. So Legends ZA takes place in the Kalos region, and I love that it was in the Kalos region, because Kalos was basically, see, the thing with me is that Kalos actually had a bit of a soft spot in my heart because of X and Y days, basically. X and Y, which was available on the 3DS at the time. I believe it was on 3DS, or was it 3DS? Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, Kalos region was definitely a region that I actually really enjoyed. Personally, I thought it was a great region, because of, introducing Mega Evolutions and all this stuff. And I think Mega Evolutions was definitely one of my favorite aspects of the game, because of Pokemon being able to Mega Evolve. Pokemon that you never thought would actually be able to be used were actually really good with their Mega Evolution, honestly. The Mega Evolution being able to make them really good, make them quite useful for a change. Like, it was the first time that Charizard became a Dragon type when its Mega Charizard X form, which I thought was really exciting back in the time. So that's what I thought was really sick when it came into the Kalos region. 3DS? Okay, so I was right. It was on the 3D. It was just 3DS. Okay, cool. Thank you for confirming that. But yeah, Kalos was definitely something that I absolutely loved. I thought the game, the region was really cool. I thought, just looking back at the old school days, back when X and Y was the games back in the day, of course. I thought it was actually really cool, honestly. However, the game itself only took place in one city, Lumio City. Now, I'm gonna sit here and say, the fact that the game was in just locked into Lumio City, I like and don't like that, actually. I'm gonna talk about that. I love the fact that it was in Lumio City, and the fact that you explored the whole. They basically revamped Lumio City basically into the current generation, into the modern era, basically. I love the fact that it was that they basically had you explore the whole entire Lumio City. I love that. I absolutely love the fact that it was. I love the fact that it was Lumio City, that they made you go throughout the whole entire city, not just some parts of the city, the whole entire city. Obviously, you come in on the train, I don't remember in the old school games that there was even a train that gets you to Lumio City. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I love that, you actually were around Lumio City. But that's also something that I wasn't really too much of a fan of, because you were stuck just in that one city. I would have loved to have seen at least some more of the Kalos region. But who knows? Maybe the DLC will potentially allow us to travel outside of Lumios. But I mean, like I said, I love that it was in Lumio City, but at the same time, I kind of don't, because it's like you were just stuck into the one city. I would have loved to have seen the whole region, like the old school days, to see how the towns went through over the years. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just me. Kind of like Final Fantasy VII Remake when the game was Mishgar revamped. Yeah, that's true. I haven't played that game though, honestly. I was thinking about playing that at some point. I'm pretty sure they will add areas in the DLC. That's what I'm thinking too. Though I'm not, though I feel like if they're gonna continue the trend of just having us just explore just Lumios, I feel like it's just gonna be more quests in Lumios for the most part. So, like I said, I love that they really went all in on us exploring the whole Lumio City. At the same time, I also wasn't really a fan that it was just the game was just in Lumio City only. I would have loved to have seen maybe like some other areas of the game, like Geonosedge Town, all the towns that we've been in the past, a lot of stuff too. So that would have been pretty nice. But that's just me personally. That's just me personally. By the way, do you know when the DLC will really release? Yes, I did. If you go on the Switch store itself, Nintendo Switch store, if you go to ZA, they actually show when the content's actually gonna be releasing. And let me tell you right now, actually, once this thing loads, of course, because things can sometimes be a bit of a slowish. So let me. I got you right now. Let me just. I'll tell you as soon as this thing loads for me. Let's see. Why do I not see the pack? Oh, here we go. Let me click this. And this releases. Okay, so so you can get the Hollow X and Hollow Y, drip, which is pretty cool. The story content, however, does not release until February 28th of 2026. So we still got about November, December, January, about 4 months before that comes out. So yeah. So there you go. There's your release date for the DLC. So February 28th, 2026. But yeah. Let's see. The rank system. I like the rank system because, well, I thought it was going to be a very long game considering that they had you ranking up the ZA. Well, basically, basically the ZA Battle Royale, where you battle against people, you rank up, all that good stuff. And they start you off at rank Z, and then obviously the highest, basically the highest rank you can get to is rank A, obviously, which I thought was really cool. I did like the rank system, when you rank up from rank Z to rank A, of course. I think that's a placeholder. Oh, you're talking about the date? Maybe, yeah, maybe. Like that's what I saw on the Switch on the Switch online store. Yeah, so yeah. But that's what I think that they're gonna do for the most part. Wait, you know what I just realized? That's actually very close to Pokemon's anniversary. I just realized. Now that I think about it, that's actually really funny. Usually it's 3 to 6 months after release. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And they're likely touching on the DLC and Pokemon debut. Exactly. That I already know for a fact that they're gonna talk about that for sure. But yeah. Anyways, back to the past topic at hand. I did love the rank system where the ZA Battle Royale where you have to rank up in order to progress with the game and unlock some stuff, which I thought was kind of cool. I like that. I like that a lot, honestly. Battling scene. Battling. Oh, speaking of battling, we gotta talk about the new battle mechanic in the game. It's not turn-based anymore in this game. It's not turn-based anymore. It's basically you're walking around and with your Pokemon, and you can have your Pokemon move around, and as you're battling, you can even dodge attacks, which I think is kind of cool. Honestly, I liked it. Honestly, I thought I had no issues with it. It was tough for me to get into in the beginning at first, but and I still kind of am. And each move, it actually has their particular cooldown, which I also kind of like that too, because it's basically, you just choose your move. You have to basically, it's not just battle, the old battling like we know from Scarlet and Violet and all that stuff. No, it's actually a whole different battling scene. And honestly, I liked it. Because you basically moving around, and you have your Pokemon select attacks, and each attack has their range of how good they are, or rather, the Pokemon attacks basically whether they're close to the enemy or they're far away from the enemy. It depends on what the attack is, and I kind of like that as well. And of course, each move has their kind of cooldowns, honestly. So the battling, I kind of liked it. There were some problems, however, where I would try to use a move, and because of terrain, the Pokemon won't move. They won't use their move. They'll just walk in an endless loop. Stuck on the crack. I'm like, bro, just chase the Pokemon. You have to go after the Pokemon, right? Like, bruh. There were some issues I still had with it as well too. Obviously, I liked it though. Obviously, it's not perfect. There were some problems with it, but that's just what I think personally about the battling, of course, in ZA. Which, speaking of that, we're gonna talk about the rank as well too in a little bit too. We probably get the official date on the Pokemon Day. I really do think it's going to be on that day, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. The rank system reminds me a lot of the Pokemon Journeys anime tournament. I love it so far. I think so too. I definitely agree with that. I also like how masked were the priority moves. I feel like it was essential to have someone in the team to help sweep the low HP opponents. Yeah, that's true. Granted, there were some moves that have that go off very fast. Like for example, E-Sweep, Bullet Punch, stuff like that. Those moves go so fast, and they have very low cooldown, so you can use them as often as possible. So Pokemon that have priority moves, those moves will definitely do so well. But that's just what I've noticed anyway. I love the cooldown stuff, of course. The only change I will make to combat for major trainer combat, I think we should only control the Pokemon directly. I mean, isn't that what the game is already? That we just wait. Are you talking about the old school way? I'm not sure about that. But then again, that's just me personally. It's just something new to adapt to, of course. But honestly, overall, I kind of do dig the battling. I just wish that I didn't have to constantly keep, you know, locking on my targets every time. And I wish my Pokemon would actually go after the Pokemon I want to hit, and not a different thing that I don't want to hit, excuse me. And then I will love that my Pokemon stop getting stuck to allow the other Pokemon to get away, or rather, let them get off a free attack. But that's a different story for a different day. But yeah. Overall, if I was to rank the battling scene, I would give it probably a 6 out of 10. It's good, but it definitely has faults. Let's be real here. It has some faults. So that's what I think. No, I mean, rather than moving the trainer, you move the Pokemon. Oh, I see. So you can control where the Pokemon goes. Yeah, I kind of can see that. So that way, you can control where the Pokemon goes. Honestly, yeah. I just wish that it was actually a little bit better, more consistent. Honestly, so, but that's pretty much what I think overall about the ranks, about the new battling mechanic. Now, next thing I kind of want to talk about, and this is going to be one of the negative aspects of the game that I kind of want to talk about, the rank system, the rank battles, basically. Yeah, I probably already know I'm about to talk about this. Now, I'm gonna say, right, that yes, the point system from the rank battles is actually forgiving. You get rank ups pretty easily. I did rank battles. I got to rank K. It took me, I forgot how many battles altogether, but I only lost one time, I think. And I only lost one time, but though it was because I got second place. Okay, let's go over a little bit fully, actually. Okay. Yep, I would love a man way too many Pokemon would be better to evade someone. Yeah, that's also true. I like that. That's all I'm saying. Maybe, yeah. I would agree with that for sure. Z, is it okay? Good. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's talk about the rank things. So, rank battle at the moment is just free-for-all. Free-for-all. Basically, it's 4v4. It's not 3v3. Oh, sorry, 1v1. It's 4v4. You go up against 3 other trainers, and you each get to use 3 Pokemon. Honestly, I liked it. I like that it's a free-for-all. It's a lot different from just your typical battle against one person. You have 3. It definitely requires more strategy. It definitely can get chaotic as well, and you can Mega Evolve too, which I thought was kind of cool. And the point system. It was actually really good. Or rather, I should say, it was actually forgiving. It was actually kind of rather forgiving for a shock, which I was kind of shocked, honestly, when it comes down to that. It was honestly very, 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 friendly, honestly. So yeah, it was definitely kind of forgiving, honestly. Like, I forgot how many battles it took me to get to rank K, but it didn't take me that long at all, actually. It took me, like, I think 7 battles, I think. Maybe 8? I lost track, but I know I only got second place once, and the rest there were some that I tied with other people to get to first place. And then there were some that I just kind of dominated because I was, rather than just straight up going in, I was actually, scouting for what my opponent's going to do and try to catch them. And, all that good stuff. But it's a really unique game style. I'll say that much. And for those of you who are curious what my team was that I used to get to rank K, my team was Gardevoir, Gyarados, and Metagross. And I believe I was also running Triple Mega as well too. My team was Gardevoir, Gyarados, and Metagross. I'm also working on some new Pokemon as well too. Maybe we'll do some viewer battles in the future. But one complaint that I will say, I've said this before already in the past, but I really dislike that to get some of the new Mega Stones for some of the new Mega Evolutions, you have to do the rank battles. You have to do the rank battles in order to get these, honestly. Why? Why lock Mega Evolutions behind rank battles? Yes, the point system was great. That you were able to get them pretty easily. you know, that you were able to get those battles in. Even if you lost, you still get points. But why lock them behind rank? Okay, if you're gonna put it at least in a rank, maybe put it like rank K a little bit too high. Maybe rank L, maybe rank M or something like that. But I don't know why. Oh man. And there's still 2 more Mega Stones that we still have to get. Right now we have the Greninja right now, which is available till November 5th. So you guys got till then to get it. So yeah. Excuse me. Daniel said, "Oh, your opinion, the battle system still not having hidden abilities. Do you think Financial Legends title would get that?" Yeah. Good question about that actually. No abilities in the game too was actually a little bit. I mean, I feel like in a way when it comes down to no abilities in the game, I kind of expected it because in Legends Arceus there were no abilities in that game either. So I'm honestly not surprised that we actually had no abilities in Legends ZA, because in Legends Arceus, right? We had no abilities in that game either. So it kind of made sense. It kind of made sense, but that's just my personal opinion. But one thing I don't like the fact is that they locked Mega Stones behind ranked. I didn't like that at all. The battling is fun. Don't get me wrong. The battling was fun. I had a blast with the battling. The battling has been great. I'm definitely gonna do some more battles in the future, especially for you guys. We could do some viewer battles as well, some viewer free-for-alls, that would be kind of fun to do. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be down to do some of those. In fact, that's probably going to be something I'm going to work on in the future. If you guys want to do some viewer battles, I'm game for that. Honestly, the battles have been quite fun to do, honestly. Shiny hunting also is something I'm going to definitely be doing in the game as well. There are actually some shinies I'm going to be hunting for as well in the game, so I'm going to save those hunts for when I go live. And I already got my first shiny hunt target planned for this upcoming Monday. So just to let you guys know, there will be a stream on Monday, where I'm gonna be shiny hunting for a particular alpha. So yeah. But yeah, overall though, the ranked battles were fun. I just don't like that you have that Greninja was behind. These Mega Stones are behind, you know, these things, honestly. So yeah. That's just what I think personally. That's just my 2 cents overall. That's just my 2 cents. You know? Complaining? Excuse me. I think they're trying to be different with all the Legends games. I mean, true, but there were some stuff in the game that were just not great. And there are there are obviously new Mega Evolutions, which we're also going to talk about later on. So there are some spoilers, guys, that if you guys haven't gotten to this point, just a little warning. There are some spoilers incoming pretty soon, so just so you guys know. So yeah. Anyways, let's see. Daniel said they have been polishing the battle system. In Arceus, we didn't have the battle items either, but they let us have that partially because of the Mega Stones, to be honest. So I have hopes for abilities in the future. We also didn't have a difference in special attack, physical attack, and they had. I think abilities should have been a thing in ZA. I mean, that is true. I definitely agree, you know, with that we didn't have the battle items, which I think is kind of nice. But that's just honestly what I was kind of expecting. Again, that was expected. I really do think that was kind of expected though, with no abilities. But we can always guess what ability they're going to be having for those two. So probably yeah. Change that in ZA. Oh, we didn't. Oh, yeah. No, they definitely changed that, which I thought was kind of cool, honestly. I think abilities should have been a thing in ZA. Yeah, but, you know, again, like I said before, in Legends Arceus, there were no abilities in that game, too. So, likely that was the continuation of, you know, the game in particular, so. But that's just me personally. Maybe we will get abilities in the future. They will definitely get abilities in the future. And, of course, we got Pokemon Champions coming up next, I believe, as released for next year, which that's going to be fun. So, yeah. I already know the battles are going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. My hope is that the DLC will give the ranked Mega Stones for those who come late. I don't think they're going to do that. I mean, maybe. If you do purchase the game, maybe they'll give it as rewards. Maybe. I can kind of see it. But at the same time, it would kind of... I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how that plays out, I guess. I guess we'll have to see how that plays out, because yeah, that is true. That could potentially be a thing. I can kind of see it, that if you do purchase the DLC, they'll give you the stones. I can kind of see it. And you know, I guess them giving them away in, well, actually, now that you mention that, if they do actually give away the Mega Stones, well, they gave them for free by doing the ranked battles. And then for those who don't want to do ranked battles, if you get the DLC, you could just get the stones there. I guess that's an interesting move, but not a favorite one, because it's more money Nintendo's is weeding out of our pockets. But I guess that is a fair, valid point. That could also be a thing as well too. I can kind of also see that as well too. So yeah, actually, you know what? Look at my Latios. I would leave my little Latios emote on the bottom. That's me thinking, wait, maybe, yes. yes. That's what I think. That is a possibility. That is a possibility. We'll have to see. Maybe it will be another way that we get those. Honestly, I know for sure we will be getting the Mega Stones for Raichu, obviously. I mean, we already know Raichu's getting Megas. We saw it in the trailer, obviously, so we already know. Speaking of Megas, let's talk about the Megas, obviously. We're going to talk about the Megas in order in which they came out. We're going to go, basically, let's go over Rogue Mega Evolutions, actually, because we did go over that. And what I'm going to do is, actually talk about the Mega Evolutions, Rogue Mega Evolutions, as well as the Megas that we encountered throughout the story. So yeah, and I will say, spoiler, if there are, and once we get to any new Megas that we haven't seen, obviously, you know, until we played the game, obviously. So I will let you guys know when we get there, obviously. So yeah, I think mainly that due to the Gardevoir situation. Wait, what Gardevoir situation are you referring to? You mind me asking? I probably wasn't looking at things that hard like that, but yeah, that's just me. That's what I've been noticing, anyways. Rogue Mega Evolutions. I thought that was an interesting idea they came with the story, where Mega Evolution Pokemon were Mega evolving out of their own, basically they were forced to Mega evolve and, you know, cause havoc, which I thought was actually kind of cool. The music. Also, can we talk about the music from the Rogue battles? The music, chef's kiss. The music when you battle against the Rogue Mega Evolutions, chef's kiss, spot on. I love the music. I don't know about you guys, but I love the music from these battles. I enjoyed it personally. I also love that with each Mega you battled, they had different mechanics, which I thought was actually really, really sick, honestly. I thought it was sick. I loved it. I absolutely am a fan of it. Honestly, I absolutely am a huge fan of the music from Rogue battles. From the Rogue Mega Evolutions, rather, excuse me. You can buy near the end of the game if you don't get the gift. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, wait. Oh, you're talking about the Gardevoir Mega Stone. Yeah, that's fair. That's also true. You can get that. Which I believe the mystery gift is live. I forgot till when, but I know it's not gonna be it's gonna be around for a bit. I know that much. All right. So first battle we went up against was Rogue Mega Absol. Pretty easy one, I think. Honestly, I think Absol was overall easy. You just have to dodge around. And you only use 2 attacks, honestly, of course. So it's just, which is kind of cool. Then I think we had the first wave of Megas, which, again, guys, spoilers are coming. So if you guys haven't played this game, you've been warned. So yeah, I believe the second round of Rogue Megas we had to calm down were, we had Slowbro, Camerupt, and Victory Bell. Out of these 3, the first round of Rogue Megas to calm down, I feel like the one that was definitely, none of these were really that scary. Well, they were kind of scary, of course. I would say probably out of these, probably the more, honestly, I really didn't find these really that challenging. But then again, my first time playing it, I was kind of like I was kind of like I was kind. There were some more that were definitely a lot more challenging, but there were some of these were definitely kind of challenging nonetheless for sure. I would say probably the more annoying one I think was Slowbro because it kept bouncing around the stage. I had to keep chasing. That one was definitely annoying. Camera up and Victory Bell weren't that bad. But that's what I think personally. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that later on for sure, Ninja. That's gonna be something in the thing as well too. And I'm gonna talk about a little bit more of the story too as well too. So definitely stay tuned. So, anyways, first wave was Slowbro, Camera Up, and Victory Bell. Pretty fun, pretty challenging ones. And the new one out of the list obviously was Victory Bell. And again, Victory Bell looks super goofy. I'm gonna be real. Kind of keep it a buck. It's goofy as heck. But yeah, that's just me personally. Okay, second wave. Here's the second wave of battles we had gotten to. I forgot what rank we got to him, but this rank had Mega B-Drill, Mega Banette, and my favorite out of these three, Mega Halucha. I really enjoyed these battles. Honestly, out of this wave, the most annoying one, in my opinion, was the Banette. I'm not gonna say why, obviously. I'll let you guys see for yourself. But Banette was definitely the most annoying out of the three. I'm not sure how many people have gotten to that point yet. If you have not, I apologize if that was a spoiler. But yeah, out of these three, Banette was definitely the most annoying. Very annoying because I didn't know at the time. The first time I faced it, I never knew. I was like, what am I doing? What do I need to do here? And yeah, it was a struggle. That fight was. V-Drill was also kind of the same, but you know, it wasn't that bad. Halucha I thought was cool because I think Halucha was actually the easiest because it had a move where basically you just have when it charges up, you have to hit it to prevent it from using its move. Otherwise, it's gonna do a massive flying press and there's just a massive a shockwave, and it's unavoidable. I think Halucha out of this round was absolutely the easiest. It was absolutely the easiest out of the three. Banette was the most annoying because of a particular trait that it did. That's all I'm gonna say. I would say why, but you know, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna obviously not say too much about it in case people have yet to play that part. If it was a spoiler, guys, I apologize in advance. But yeah, it was definitely annoying for sure. But anyways, hang on. I just closed the list. Like a dummy. Sorry about that, guys. Let me go ahead and reopen it. Yeah, that is true. But yeah, Halucha out of these three definitely was most excited about Halucha. And then I was like, I had to look for a Halucha to add to my team. I wanted a Halucha for my team, and there was an alpha, and I was like, oh, give me! And I caught it. And I was using the Halucha. I had no regrets. I was so happy to get Mega Halucha. So yeah, that was definitely a lot of fun. All right, third round of Rogue Megas. And there is a spoiler there's going to be a spoiler that for those of you who have not gotten to this point, I would advise you guys to not definitely want to leave the area right now. But we're gonna go about that in a sip. And first, let me catch up with chat. And also, I'm scanning the sniffle. Sorry, guys. Just kidding. Funny enough, my first impressions of Halucha was a bit annoying to me when I played Scarlet and Violet, but I gave it a try here in ZA, and it's not one of my favorite Pokemon. Growing on me for sure, right? Mega Halucha was actually a really cool mon, and its Mega form basically it's basically the Luchador, Rey Mysterio. It's basically Rey Mysterio. So yeah, that's what I think personally. All right. Here's the third round of Megas, of Rogue Mega battles that we have. One of these is a new Mega that we haven't seen. I've been trying to avoid getting myself spoiled, so I got to these myself. So if any of these are spoilers, I apologize, but yeah. there's another new Mega in this list, and we haven't even seen in the trailer, in the spoiler, in the leaks and all that stuff. So yeah, just a little fair warning, guys. We have a spoiler here. So we have, for the third round, we had Mega Ampharos, Mega Mawile, and a new Mega. Oh man, should I say it? Because I forgot what rank you were at the point to get to this third one. Okay, you know what? We're gonna keep this one a little bit hidden for now, because I don't know for sure. Because I know, Daniel, you said you gotten to rank. I think you were about to get to rank B, I think. So I forgot where this is from. Actually, hold on. In fact, let me double check actually, because I'm gonna look this up because I actually do not remember what rank actually, because I forget immediately. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna look this up real quick. But we can at least talk about Ampharos and Mawile, since we can talk about Ampharos and Mawile since we have seen those before. But yeah, we fight Mega. We do get to face Mega Mawile and Mega Ampharos. Oh, you saw it away? Okay, cool. Okay, so we can talk about it. All right, back, perfect. All right, so since you saw it, okay, so we could talk about that. Okay, cool. Thank you for confirming that. Alright, so the third Mega, and spoiler alert, it's a new Mega. We have Mega Barbarical. Yes. The third wave was Mega Ampharos, Mega Mawile, and a newly released Mega known as Mega Barbarical. So, yeah. Alright, I think I did 4 batches of the rogue Pokemon already. Oh, 4 batches. Okay, cool. So that means... Okay, all right. So that means you might be good. We might be good then to talk about them. All right. Let's start with Mawile. Mawile wasn't that bad. It was actually one of my favorite Megas from back in the Kalos region. I still haven't really made a Mawile yet. I'm probably will in the future. But I thought the Mawile battle was kind of fun. Ampharos, I feel like, was also kind of easy as well, especially if you have the Gardevoir on your team. Gardevoir just has a field day with Ampharos. It just uses nothing but dragon moves. I mean, it does use some moves, but they don't really hurt Gardevoir that much. So yeah, Ampharos out of these 3 was definitely the easiest. Out of these, probably the most hardest one was probably the Mega Barbarical. Because of the rocks, because it has like Rock Slide, you have to move around. It does Power Up Punch to buff his damage, and also summons Binnacle to act as interference, which was actually pretty crazy. So yeah, I think out of this round, Mega Barbarical was definitely the toughest one, honestly. Oh, we have to talk about design-wise. Mega Holucha's design form. Love it. It may be a little simple, but basically he looks like Rey Mysterio, basically. Mega Barbarical's look. I thought this thing looked terrifying when you face it, honestly. I like this Mega. Not one of my actual favorites, but it's a really cool looking Mega, I think, personally. I was so mad I couldn't use Mega Ampharos for so long. I know, right? Like, I figured as much because, you know, Mega Ampharos was... I didn't know there was going to be a road battle there, but yeah, there's that. Alright, so that was the third wave, I believe. Okay, so since you said you did 4, there's actually... Okay, so there's 5, so... we won't talk about the 5th, because there's one more, but I'm not going to say what's in there. So, 4th round of Megas here. We have Mega Altaria, Mega Venusaur, and another new released Mega. And in my personal opinion, one of the scariest Megas in the game because of its battle cry. I've changed my mind, but one of the scariest Megas to fight, in my opinion, is the new Mega Frostlass. And let me tell you guys something. When I was battling Mega Frostlass, its cry made it sound so scary, dude. Like it sounded like something from a haunted house type of deal. Because when you hear its battle cry, yeah, it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. Honestly, it was actually scary. Mega Venusaur was a bit annoying as well, and then Mega Altaria. Well, the battles were definitely getting harder at the time as well too, for sure. So yeah, that's what I think, honestly. So yeah. Now there is another wave, but I'm not gonna talk about it since you haven't gotten that far yet. But yeah, yeah. It was really fun until it froze your team. That Mega Frost has such view. It does, honestly. It definitely. I do love the design that they came out with it, honestly. But there were, in fact, some. This battle cry in the battle was crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Be right back for 5 minutes. All right, no worries, Daniel. No worries. Now, you can talk. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. All right, so. One of the new megas that I really like to see personally, because it's one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 2, Mega Skarmory. I love Mega Skarmory. People might not like it that much, but I thought Mega Skarmory looks kind of clean. I love that its color changes when it Mega Evolves. I kind of have the shiny kind of spoiled already, but it's okay. But I love that Skarmory got some love. They got a Mega Evolution. I thought that was sick. I thought it was really, really sweet. Mega Skarmory, beautiful. I loved it. People may not like it, but I thought it was kind of cool. Another cool Mega that I thought, well, its design was a little bit meh, personally. That's just me personally, but another Mega I kind of liked was Mega Excadrill. Well, competitive-wise, I think Mega Excadrill will kind of definitely see some use. But design-wise, it could be better. It could definitely be better. It definitely could be better, for sure. It could definitely be a lot better, for sure, 100%. Another Mega I liked, that I thought was kind of cool. Mega Electros, used by a character that I actually started to grow fond with. I thought it was kind of cute. I was a bit annoying at first, but then it kind of warmed up to me. Canary. I'm sorry, pretty sure I pronounced that wrong. Mega Electros kind of looks cool. I think it looks kind of interesting. It does have a really unique design, honestly, but that's just what I think personally. Yeah, I thought Mega Electros looked kind of cool as well. I do like Mega Electros a little bit as one of the megas that I thought was actually kind of cool. I thought that was definitely a really sick one in my personal opinion. So yeah, thought that one was actually kind of cool for sure. One of my least favorite megas from one of the new megas. Let's see. What is my least favorite mega out of the new ones? Let me see. What is my least favorite that I kind of want to roast? Oh yeah, here we go. Mega Pyroar. Sorry, I apologize if that's a spoiler. Its design, like, what were they? I don't know. It does not look that great. Well, in my personal opinion, it doesn't look that great. It doesn't. It really. I was kind of expecting a bit more, but it was a bit disappointing. Though I feel like, in a way, Mega Pyroar was kind of expected. To an extent, of course, it definitely was expected. But I wish they did it. I wish it looked a little bit better. Honestly, I was expecting it to look way more vicious. But instead, they just gave him more main. That's about it. Like, I don't understand. I bet she is Bonnie. Wait, Canary? No. Now we do have the 3 starters: Totodile, Chikorita, and I almost said Cynical. What the heck? And Tepig's final evolutions. I think we all knew they were gonna get Mega Evolutions. I think we all knew, honestly. Out of those 3, I'm gonna be honest. My favorite one out of those 3 in particular, I have to give. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I have to give the Mega to I'm gonna give the top Mega list to Meganium. It's crazy, right? Like I didn't even start with Meganium. I started with with Chikorita. I started with Totodile. And I was, because I like the, for Alligator. I've always been a fan of Feraligatr from the past, of course. But out of design wise, I thought Meganium definitely was probably the most decent one out of the 3. Feraligatr was a little bit disappointing, a bit disappointing. So in terms of my favorite out of the 3 in the order, I would say Mega Meganium definitely would be top on the top of the list, followed by Emboar. Even though Emboar is not my favorite, but it does look kind of cool. And then Feraligatr in last. Like, I felt like Feraligatr was kind of eh. It was kind of eh, personally. Yeah, Meganium definitely had in my opinion, had the better out of all 3 of them personally. But that's beyond besides the point. So yeah. Let's see. Although I will say, right? There were some Megas that I definitely thought they looked really cool. And then there were some other ones that I thought to myself, WTF. And one particular one, I'm not going to say which one because that's literally towards the end, obviously. I'm not going to say what it is, but basically, long story short, this mysterious Mega has a cannon. They made it basically look from an Overlord to a Mon with just a cannon. What? Like what? I'm not gonna say what it is because obviously, that's much later in the game, of course. Much later in the game, obviously. But its design, not my favorite. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Not my favorite. I like the Patrick. That's another one, honestly, that I didn't really like personally. But that's just me personally. But anyways, enough of the Megas. I think we talked about the Megas. Some of the characters in the game also are, my goodness. I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this real quick. Hold on. You know what? Let's change the music too. Fist bump anyone? Like, the game went crazy with all the fist bumps in the world in the game, bro. We fist bumping everybody in the game, guys. Here, have a fist bump. Oh, you ranked up. Congratulations. Here, have a fist bump. We're gonna do this. Here, have a fist bump. Fist bump. Pokemon Legends ZA Fist Bump Edition. You get a fist bump. You get a fist bump. She gets a fist bump. He gets a fist bump. Everybody in their right mamas gets a fist bump. Fist bumps galore. Fist bumps 2025. Fist bumps for days. Fist bumps for everybody. Oh my god. Fist bumps. I just thought the fist bumps thing was so funny because they kept doing this so much, honestly. It's crazy. There was so much fist bumps, so much dialogue too. Oh my goodness. This girl, Tari, I think her name. So much dialogue. So much stuff. It's crazy. It's absolutely insanity. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. It's honestly crazy, like it's nobody's business. I mean, Scarlet and Violet where selfies are not so much different. Listen, right? Another thing about those selfies in the game, I thought at least you actually can get some cool, emotions from the NPCs. I like that a lot. I don't know if you get those in Scarlet and Violet. I don't remember if you had those, but you had them in this game. I thought it was kind of cool. Oh yes, I would have loved if they had added voice acting into the game, but nope. They unfortunately failed to deliver that. Again, like, yes, they failed to deliver voice acting. What's so hard about adding voice acting to the game, Pokemon? Come on now. Would have loved to have seen voice acting in the game. Like, add some voices to the characters, you know? It's crazy. It's honestly pretty insane though. Honestly, like that we still haven't seen voice acting though. Like, you would think that we would have gotten the voice acting, but no voice acting, nothing, nada. Absolute nothing. It was absolutely nothing. It was absolutely nothing there, honestly, at all in the slightest. But yeah, that's something that I know a lot of people were not happy about. That there was no voice acting. Like, what the heck? I will say I did like the wild areas where you can find different Pokemon in there. They also brought alphas back, which that's no surprise, because alphas I think was something that they had with Legend ZA, of course. So yeah, I think they are worried about if they do some languages voices acted, they would get hate for the language they can. That is also true. I mean, it could also be like what happened in 14, where some of the voice acting was bad and they got ripped so hard they had to redo the whole thing, which was crazy. But that's a different topic for a different day. So yeah. But the ending, I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say what happened throughout the ending, because that's obviously gonna be massive spoilers. I'm not gonna say that because I want people that are still playing the game to actually get to it themselves. But all I'm gonna say is this: the ending got me tearing up OD, like no cap. I'm not gonna say why. I'm not gonna say what happened, because that's gonna be a massive spoiler. But all I'm gonna say is that it had me crying tears. Like I couldn't stop crying for a bit, man. I can admit it. I can admit it. The emotions got me there in the end of of the game. No cap. I have no regrets, because I knew there were going to be some type of emotions, and it definitely hit hard. So yeah, I'm not going to say why, but I'm not going to say what happened, but I'll save it for once more people actually seen it. But, you know, the end story got me crying. I was crying. Like, I have no idea. Like, and games like this rarely make me cry, but excuse me. I'm so sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it definitely got me tearing up for sure. It was definitely unexpected. Sorry, I had to sneeze again. But yeah, no, the story it was crazy. That's what I'm gonna say. Alright, let me see what else. Let me see. But overall, if I was to give the game a rating, personally, per se, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Actually, maybe that might be a little harsh. I'm gonna say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. The game was very fun to play because it brought me back to it brought us all back to the Kalos region, even though the thing was is that we were stuck in Lumios, which was the only city we had access to. I mean, they did specify it was gonna be all Lumios based and all that. While some of the megas were cool, there were some that were definitely bad on design. There were some stuff that I know for a fact that they could have definitely improved on. Yeah, I think 6 out of 10 is fair because while there were some fun stuff in the game to do, there were some stuff that were not fun. That's all I'm gonna say. But that's just what I think. That's my overall rating of Legends ZA. 6 out of 10. If you guys disagree or agree, let me know in the chat. But yeah. Now I kind of want to go ahead and talk about why I'm not gonna stream on Twitch. A little small detail about why is there was an incident that happened at TwitchCon. And the way that it was handled very poorly. Very poorly. That Twitch is, in my opinion, now a website that I now do not want to be a part of. I'm going to stick to YouTube because of what happened at TwitchCon. Y'all probably already know what happened. I'm not going to talk about too much about it because, it's already been, it's been spoken about. But my condolences to Amiru. I'm sorry if I got the name wrong. But after what happened over there, I will not be multi-streaming on Twitch at all. I refuse to go on Twitch. And yeah, what happened? Look up TwitchCon. Look up TwitchCon. You'll see. I'm not gonna talk about it here because it's already been spoken about. I don't want to, I mean, I could just talk about it, but I really don't want to because I don't really want to bring all that stuff around here because, the stream I kind of wanted to talk about was really majorly ZA, but I wanted to bring that up a little bit in terms of not going on Twitch because I do not support a platform that don't watch out for their content creators. Of course, YouTube is butt as well, but at least YouTube is a bit more bearable. But yeah, not doing Twitch. Not doing Twitch. 100% not doing Twitch. But, yeah. And, yeah. That's just what I think overall. Will you try other platforms or just stay with only YouTube? For right now, I'm going to just stay with YouTube. Maybe I'll try something else. I don't know yet. I know some people have been trying to tell me to go on TikTok, tell me to go into the other stuff. Honestly, I don't know yet. I really don't know if I'm gonna actually, move towards other platforms. I'm thinking about maybe doing something else, but I'm not really 100% sure right now if I'm gonna do that. At least not right now. Not yet. I don't think I'm gonna do any other platform right now. Like, I was gonna do Twitch because I thought Twitch was a cool platform as well, and with that what happened at over there at TwitchCon, now I'm not moving. I ain't going on Twitch at all. So yeah, I could just throw all the Twitch stuff I have planned out the window because I refuse to be on a platform that don't take care of their content creators, that don't watch out for their content creators. So yeah, screw that. Alright, and also, as far as content goes, so, I don't know if you guys want to, but I was actually thinking about doing some stream, like a stream once a week type of stream, which we do, where we go ahead and do like, viewer battles on ZA, or we do free-for-all battles for fun. If you guys, let me know if that's something y'all want to do. In fact, I might actually do like a poll for that actually, and see if you guys would be down to doing that, honestly. Because honestly, I would be down for that. Honestly, I will honestly be down. I'll be down to doing viewer battles with you guys if you guys are down for that. I would definitely be game for doing that in particular. Because honestly, the free for all, having 4v4 battles, free for all is honest. I thought it was honestly a lot of fun. I thought it was a blast. Um, I may also do some ranked. I might also do some rank. I might do some different content for ZA. Maybe I'll do two ZA streams a week and do like one particular content target. Like where I do a shiny hunt. Maybe I'll do viewer battles with you guys. Maybe I'll do like some ranked as well too potentially. I don't know yet. Some stuff I'm definitely considering as well. I'm definitely considering working on as well. Um and yeah, definitely gonna do at least some of the stuff of the sort. Um, I also know that Mega Charizard X came out in Unite, but again, I'm not streaming Unite anymore. If I do play Unite, it's only if I'm a guest. Like if Thunder or if anybody I know streams Unite, they are just playing for the fun of it, really. Then I'll be down to join. Otherwise, I'm not really gonna play Unite that hard like that. I'm not gonna stream it like that anymore because the game is just not gonna be honestly. But that's just what I think personally. What did you think about the museum? Yo, you know what? I haven't even seen the museum yet, though. I did get a glimpse from when I was watching Thunder stream. Shout out, by the way, shout out to Thunder if you guys haven't checked her out. Definitely check out Thunder if you guys if you not have checked her out. Actually, a great friend of mine. A couple of peeps I know that do that actually do that know Thunder. Thunder is awesome. Definitely check her out if you guys have not. Here's the link to her channel if you guys have not checked her out. She does a different variety of games as well too. So definitely check her out if you guys have not. If you guys have not, of course. Uh, one of my best YouTube friends I have here on honestly in particular. So definitely check her out if you guys have not. But yeah, I got a glimpse of the museum from her perspective actually, and I thought it was really cool that they had some epic showcases of some of the games as well too. I thought that was actually really cool. I loved it. I thought it was really sick. I glimpsed it from her perspective, but I've seen the museum and it looks cool. I loved it. I loved it honestly. I thought they did a great job, showcasing some of the cool stuff from there as well. I thought it was absolutely it was absolutely epic, honestly. That doesn't make any sense. If that makes any if it makes any sense, pretty much. Um, but yeah, I thought it was actually really sick, honestly. Absolutely sick. The museum, that what they had in the museum, was was pretty epic. A nice trip down memory lane. There are some other stuff in the game as well too that had some epic memories down memory lane as well. However, some of those are going to be spoilers, and I don't want to spoil it. Okay, in case people haven't gotten there yet. I tried my best to not be spoil everything. Obviously, I spoke about some of the stuff. But that's pretty much it for the most part. But overall, my rating for Legends ZA, I give it a 6 out of 10. The game is definitely fun to play. Of course, it definitely is not without its flaws. Of course, there were some megas that definitely were disappointing. There were some of the stuff. The battling definitely could have been handled a bit better. Though they did bring the shiny sparkle sound back, which was definitely a great deal personally. Um, a nice little trip down memory lane in the Kalos region was also epic as well. Um, yeah, so yeah, that was actually pretty sick, honestly. One thing I said on stream, they should put something on the third floor after they announce Gen 10 to let people theorize. Honestly, that is also fair. That is also fair because, maybe that might be something in the works for 2026. Maybe we'll have the new generation. Who knows? Um, we'll have to see. I do know that we are to expect Pokemon Champions to come out this upcoming year. So that's gonna be all battling on there, which I'm looking forward to battling and all that. So yeah, pretty much. And I'm gonna be honest, I am kind of getting tired of playing Scarlet and Violet personally. I really am. I mean, it's fun, but you know, I definitely lost my interest in Scarlet and Violet nowadays. It's like I don't really, and I feel like a lot of people do it as well. I mean, there's some people that still play it for the VGC, I guess, for some shiny hunting, which is fair. It's totally fine, but honestly, I'm not really a fan of it. Honestly. Also, welcome in, Pedro. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You kind of missed all the things I talked about when you came down to the game already, but I kind of already went over ZA, so you have to probably watch the stream back so you can hear my overall thoughts. But what I will repeat is that my rating for Legends ZA is I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 because while it was definitely a nice trip down memory lane going to X and Y and you know all that good stuff. There were some of the new megas were definitely disappointing in terms of design. The battling could definitely been handled better. I really wish they didn't lock the mega stones behind ranked. Honestly, I mean they did make the points forgiving, so I'm gonna be real. They did make it forgiving, so there's that. But overall, I really there definitely were a lot of faults. Obviously, there definitely were a lot of faults when it comes to the game. Um, yeah, that's just honestly what I think. That like honestly, I'm not gonna sit there and say it was absolutely perfect. Like the game was absolutely perfect because it's absolutely not perfect. There obviously were flaws. There are a lot of people that put in the game down. Obviously, there were some valid points of the game that they said that was actually valid. There's some that was just straight up whatever. But you know, there were also some at least some good parts of the game. There were also some things that you know definitely could have been handled a lot better personally. But that's just what I think, honestly. So that's why I give the game rating a 6 out of 10. That's just what I think personally. I think it's gonna be the game of the year? Probably not. I mean, I think there were probably some other games that came out that were definitely that shine, but I mean, definitely it's definitely maybe a contender, but I don't think it's gonna be like the top contender if that makes any sense. But yeah, you're doing great. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm very glad to hear you're doing well. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna be back streaming, guys, as well this upcoming Monday. I'm gonna be doing Legends ZA. I'm gonna be doing my first shiny hunt for ZA on ZA on stream. There is actually a shiny target I'm actually gonna be hunting for. There's actually a few, in fact, I'm gonna be hunting for that I actually do want to hunt for as well too. So definitely stay tuned for that. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. That's gonna be our next stream. Oh yeah, we'll definitely see those records coming in the future, 100%. Yep. But yeah, guys, I think with that, I think that's gonna do it for the stream. I don't want to. I usually don't make these streams too long, honestly, but yeah. Those are my overall thoughts of Legends ZA. I'm pretty sure I definitely missed something as well too. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments after the stream ends. Put it in the comments, and yeah, obviously you could put your points in as well. Constructive as well too when it comes to it. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it here for tonight, guys. And then I'll be back on Monday, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Expedition 33 and Silk's song came out. Those is winning game of the year. Oh, okay, yeah. I already know it's not gonna win. That for sure, 100%. Meteor, will you try to stream your birthday next one? Yeah, I definitely have plans to stream on my birthday. I just don't know what I'm going to stream just yet, but I will definitely try to stream. I'm going to try to see if I can stream for a decent amount of time for my birthday, which is going to be on the 22nd. It's actually on a Saturday, but I'll have to see. I have to first make sure I have it, and then if I do, then yes, I'll definitely try to get that stream going for you guys, 100%. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here for tonight, guys. If you guys missed anything I mentioned, you go definitely check out the video, the stream back, of course. And if there's anything I missed at all in terms of content, anything I missed, I failed to talk about, let me know. Just put it in the comments of the stream, and I'll have a look at it, of course. So yeah, guys, I will be back on Monday with some Pokemon Legends ZA. I'm gonna be starting at my first shiny hunt. I'm gonna be doing some shiny hunting. So yeah. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for tonight. Will you play Pokemon Legends on your birthday? Probably. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm not really too sure yet. What's good, Jay? You just came right as I'm about to end stream, brother. But still, thank you for tuning in nonetheless. But yeah, guys, I will be back on Monday where I'm going to be doing my first shiny hunt, and I'm going to have some music playing, of course, throughout the stream as well.
So yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for the stream. But thank you guys so much for watching. I genuinely do appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll be back this coming Monday with that shiny hunt. I'm not sure what I'm gonna hunt yet. I already know what I'm gonna hunt. Just gotta get things set up, of course. So hey guys, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Overall rating of ZA once again, 6 out of 10. Definitely with some disappointing stuff about the game, but you know what? I still had a good time playing it nonetheless. So hey guys, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Become a member if you guys have not yet already. And I will catch you guys next time. Take care.